and I'm just going to post this uh, link on Telegram and let people join in, and then we can start. So, thank you so much. I am also downloading the file simultaneously uh, for the futures and options, so that we are able to figure out the kind of long shot that we had in today's trade. Massive buying, by the way, by FIIs in cash market, because I was this morning complaining about yesterday's trade about the momentum not being there, but obviously that is the case now. And this massive buying in cash market. In the futures market, it's a mix. Index long 6,500, index short 6,500. Option index call long 11,000, 13,000, put long 11,000, call short 8,000, put short 8,000. Wow. Future stock long minus 8,000, future stock short minus 8,000. And what a remarkable statistic this is for today. But anyway, so I hope all of you had a good day today. Uh, uh, Sahil, thank you so much. I don't check Instagram a lot, so I'm pretty allergic to Insta. I'm mostly on Telegram and Twitter, so apologies for that. But I could make out that people made a lot of money in LIC housing today, because there are some stocks where that okay, you got the bullseye. LIC housing was that, and and that's why as soon as it had that breakaway gap, I was waiting for the first reaction on the market, because I didn't want to put it before markets open, because I didn't want people to get stuck again, because I wanted to see markets reaction. I always wait for markets reaction. You would notice that I most of the times do not talk about good earnings, bad earnings. Why do I not talk about that? Because I wait for markets reaction. I want to see how the market is positioned, and then how is the market reacting. And as soon as that happened, and for an FNO stock to move up after that $10, I think, and with the kind of lot size that it had, uh, it was good going, I guess. So thank you. No, Shubham, I am just a normal human being. Let me be that only. So Suraj fitness regime is very bad. I know, you are referring to my weight gain. I have gained a lot of weight. Uh, so yes, but what to do? I'll try to cut down. So let's look at the other stats. Clearly, there's been a lot of FI today. About 1,500 crores of buying is what we saw. I don't know if there are any blocks in that. I will wait for that. I don't know if there's any block. Perhaps if you could help me. But there's a lot of buying which continues in banks. ICICI Bank 1,000 crores, Bajaj Finance 550 crores. Delivery buying I'm referring to. State Bank today saw big delivery buying of about 500 crores. So that was interesting. So HDFC Bank as well. So there's a lot of buying in the banks. And you'll remember the point I've been making on Bank Nifty. In fact, on Friday I had said that perhaps a 2,000 point rally is due on the Bank Nifty, and I think we have more than 1,000 done out of that. So it's been really good going for the Bank Nifty. The only problem is that now it's once again back in that zone, 23,200, 23,300. I mean, why I keep harping on the importance of this zone is, if you draw a 6 month or 1 year chart of the Bank Nifty, you'll figure out. I don't think you need a technical. You need to be a technical analyst to figure that out. You will understand the importance of this level if you draw the chart yourself, and that's why it's important to take this out. Now there are some warning signs, I would say, on the market, which I want to point out. One is the way some of these FNO stocks have started to move up 20-25%, like Adani Enterprises today. The other is the kind of ads I'm seeing on Twitter and Facebook, and most of them are about the Robinhood kind of apps, about option trading and futures trading and all of that. And now these are telltale signs of a market which is overheated uh, beyond imagination. This is a market which is now overheated beyond imagination. but just because it's overheated, it will not fall. It needs a trigger. But I tell you something, uh, you know, if a trigger comes, this market can fall big. If a trigger comes, I don't know what that trigger would be, but I think now is you would know my view for last many days has been about calling for this move 11,500 unfinished business I've been talking about, and who knows, we hit an all-time high as well. But just keep an eye on the exit door in this kind of a market, because you never know when the music stops. As of now, the music is loud and clear, so just don't want to be the person who's last to the party and uh, the only one standing when the bill comes. That I think it should not be the case. A lot of people are first to party and they sneak out around midnight. A lot of people come post midnight, and just when the party is about to stop at 12:45 and the bill comes, they're there. So you don't want to be that person. So that's just a point. Okay, Ganesh, I'm happy that you made profit in LIC housing, and so I'm very happy. Okay, Janish asked two important questions. How do you identify that any particular stock's low is sacrosanct, and how do you identify that if today's high is taken out, stock may give rally? So, Janish, because our market is now so much dominated, and this is for futures trading, is dominated so much by F&O trading, our market has traders who are essentially day traders or the BTST traders, BTST or STBT. Those who take position and square off same day, or those who square off the position next day. This is our market essentially. Now, of course, there are FIIs, DIIs who keep buying and selling in cash market. They are also there, but 80 to 90% of the volumes are being generated by day traders and BTST traders. So when you short a stock, suppose I shorted a stock today and it goes down a little bit, okay, then tomorrow morning it goes up. It's okay. I mean, I'm still okay. But if it starts to take out today's high, in that case, anyone and everyone who is shorted starts to lose money, and their stop losses start to trigger. So this concept of day high and day low is essentially about people who have taken the trade on the other side, who have put stop losses. A lot of people when they short put days high as stop loss. A lot of people when they buy put days low as stop loss. So when the market's approaching those levels, when all of a sudden 100 stop losses orders get triggered, that itself takes the stock higher. So that is the reason that the days high, day low is important. How do you identify that the low is sacrosanct or not? If, for example, on a bad news, the stock falls uh, and then recovers. In that case, the market, and if the market was already down, in that case, the market is saying that okay, the bad news has been priced in at this particular price. And if that particular price starts to break, then you know that okay, the market is not have priced that in and still wants to correct more. Delta Corp, I think, is among the most valuable stocks right now. The only problem is market knows it. Even then, why is it so valuable? I mean, look at Adda 52. I mean, Adda 52 uh, in itself should be now valued at least 5 times over Delta Corp is valued. But why is the market not giving it valuation? Is my big question. Is it because it's in casino business and there's always going to be a risk in India with casino businesses? Is it because in the past the market's not had too much confidence in the company? Whatever it is, but something is there, right? Otherwise, the stock should not have been trading at so much value. So, Shriram Transport has become a very volatile stock. So I think it's not for trading. I think it's for you know something like if you want to keep it for long, perhaps that's the way. Yeah, today I only gave one update, and I'm sure because all of you made so much money, all of you are thanking me on that. SBI downgrade by Moody's, I think, would be another good opportunity to buy if it opens lower. Now, S200 will act as support for SBI instead of acting as a resistance because 200 for so long acted as a big resistance. So I think if it falls to say 202, 203, you want to buy, and you want to take put a support at or stop say at 199 thereabout. View on Bank Nifty short? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Nothing doing. This market can get really crazy. So don't don't do that. Uh, RBL Bank, well, very volatile stuff. Very volatile. I don't know what to how you can trade that. It's untradeable stock. Honestly, if you ask me, it's for the big boys with inside information. Stay away from that one. Thank you, Mr. S. Sharma. Uh, Happy that you made money. Thank you, Vinod. Happy that you made money. Uh, Thank you, Quicksilver M. I think LIC House. I think I'm personally very happy about LIC Housing call because it was one of my best calls. So, and you know what happens when some of these forgotten stocks start to move is that there's a pent up demand factor which comes in, and that's why you saw this move today in LIC Housing. Larsen has been a very strong stock of late. So let's see. Access has been a strong stock again. Farhan, McLeod Russell, I had just presented journey of the stock. It's a stock which destroyed 99% value and has now been a 10 bagger. It's up to you. I think, well, the jury's still out on whether, they can be turned around if the debt gets repaid. But, keep in mind, a stock which falls 99% can never be a good portfolio stock. It can be a trading pop, but it can't be a portfolio stock. So, can you scare off your position when a stock is in F&O ban? Yes, you can, Ayush. Existing positions can be cut. Jay, is it possible to give one such trade like LIC every day in good market? Just being greedy. Look, I try every day to give you some good trades. But as I said, I there are so many times I type the message and I don't send because I want to be 100% sure. When I send that message on LIC housing, I knew it at the back of my mind that people who would buy now, even after a 4% rally, would still make a lot of money. So I I will post something if I'm 100% convinced that you will not lose money. That is more important. Not losing money is more important than gaining money. जैसे कहते हैं ना, किस्मत में होगा आपको तो मिल जाएगा. हमारी कोशिश ये रहेगी कि आपका पैसा जाना नहीं चाहिए. That is the biggest uh, thing that I keep on. I I know people have started to look at some of these with disgust, but I genuinely want to make sure that nobody gets stuck because of me. That I'm very clear about. My conscience will always be clear. I want to have a good night's sleep. I want to have my conscience absolutely clear. So Oro Pharma, well, Oro has corrected quite a bit. I think if it has to bounce, it has to bounce from here. Oro does this. It goes through these corrections, consolidations, and then one fine day, just boom, big bounce back, and you know, not look back. HEG and graphite have started to move again. Rain Industries and Philips Carbon Black have also started to move again. But I don't know. I mean, if those stories can be repeated, frankly, if you ask me. Uh, so let us see. Will Bharti go to 600 in September? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because this whole AGR issue has become a bit of a googly. But Bharti is showing some signs that perhaps now it's factored in that what you call that AGR judgment, uh, further adverse judgment perhaps has been priced in. राजीव जी बिल्कुल हिंदी में हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे. मैं ध्यान रखूंगा आपका कोई भी सवाल अब आएगा तो मैं हिंदी में जवाब दूंगा. आप पूछिए, मैं हिंदी में जवाब दूंगा, बिल्कुल दूंगा. और मैं इनफैक्ट सोच रहा हूँ कि एक सेशन हिंदी में भी किया जाए. तो या तो एक सैटरडे को सेशन किया करेंगे या संडे को 2 सेशन किया करेंगे, एक हिंदी में एक इंग्लिश में, ठीक है ना? So, do I provide personalized service, Nikhil? No, Nikhil, I don't provide personalized service. I never say never, but I don't do it. I'm working for CNBC TV18, and I'm happy about it. Tata Motors, well, Tata Motors again told you the kind of bull market we are in. Just one promise from the management, and the stock surged. So what can you say? IEX, I think IEX, a lot of supply is getting absorbed in IEX, and a lot of good quality investors, for example, Parag Parikh Mutual Fund bought IEX. It's a bit of a monopoly in this business, so could be a good bet, two-year bet. So let's see. Or has re-rated already. Again, the same logic applies. Anything which destroys your wealth 90-95% can't be trusted with your money for hardcore portfolio. Can be trading bet. Trading bet as in not in buy today, sell tomorrow. Can be 3 to 6 month trading bet, but can be, yes. Why not? Uh, so thank you so much, everyone, and have a good night. Of course, we'll talk to you tomorrow. It was nice talking to you, and today, of course, thank you so much for all your participation. Thank you.